Now, let's return to West Asia because while governments are busy making diplomatic statements, financial markets are reacting to something bigger: oil prices. And once again, the entire world is watching every single move in the Gulf. Well, for weeks, the whole conflict in West Asia, it has been getting worse. Military operations continue, commercial ships are facing security threat, important sea routes are under a lot of pressure, and now the result is visible in the global oil market. Brent crude, it has crossed about $100 mark once again, as I told you in the second story. But this time, it is not just the price of the oil that is making headlines, it is also the political message coming from Iran. Iranian Parliament Speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf, he has openly claimed that the United States strategy has backfired. According to him, instead of bringing stability, military action in the region have pushed oil prices higher and created more economic pressure on Western countries. Now, whether one agrees with that statement or not, that's not an issue. One thing is certain here: the numbers are speaking for themselves. When oil crosses $100 a barrel, the impact is not limited to petrol pumps. It spreads everywhere. Airlines spend more on fuel, shipping companies spend more on transportation, manufacturers pay more to produce goods, supermarkets pay more to stock products, and finally, ordinary families end up paying higher prices for everyday items. Think about it like a chain reaction. One conflict in West Asia leads to expensive oil. Expensive oil leads to higher transport costs. Higher transport costs, it makes goods more expensive. Higher prices, it increases inflation. And when inflation rises, well, central banks hesitate to reduce the interest rate. And that's exactly what economists they are worried about today. Reports suggest that rising oil prices, it could force the US Federal Reserve to keep interest rate higher for a longer period of time. That means mortgages remain expensive, business loan becomes costly, and country and companies think twice before making new investment. Now think about Silicon Valley, think about Seattle, think about thousands of tech companies that borrow money to build AI infrastructure, data center, and new products. Here if borrowing becomes more expensive, companies immediately begin looking for ways to reduce cost. Unfortunately, one of the easiest costs to cut is hiring, sometimes even jobs. Well, for Indians in the US, and specifically on H-1B visa, this becomes an important issue. Job stability is extremely important. Well, if hiring slows down or layoff increase, thousands of skilled professionals, they could once again face uncertainty. And yes, there is another impact that Indians should watch closely: the rupee. India imports a large amount of crude oil. So when oil becomes expensive, India's import bill increases. That puts pressure on Indian currency. A weaker currency, it can make import costlier and affect businesses across different sectors. And that is why we say that oil is not just an energy story. It is an inflation story, it is a job story, it is a housing story, and for millions of Indians living abroad, it is also a financial planning story. Well, every missile fired in the Gulf, every tanker attacked, every jump in the oil prices eventually reaches the wallet of ordinary people. And this is how connected today's global economy has become.